So a little backstory on PSA for those who don't know what the service is. It's a card grading service and memorabilia service done mostly for sports cards, but it applies to other collectible cards like Pokemon cards, and they're probably the leading card grader service that's around. You can send in your cards for a few dollars, essentially, and have them graded and then sent back to you, encased, and then with a graded number, 1 through 10, 10 being the best, and that can greatly then affect the value of the cards that you sent in. Many people have their cards graded in order to ensure that they are of the best quality when selling. People tend to want to have brand new cards when they're buying online, and one of the best ways to ensure that you're buying a good card would be to have it graded. I choose not to have my cards graded by PSA or any other grading company because I don't want to spend the money on it. It's a lot of money to send in a bunch of cards to get them graded, and as an alternative, I've devised my own grading system that I want to show you today. Alright, here are a few of the acronyms I like to use when I'm grading my cards. I like to use DONG. Describe old, new, or good. The condition, you want to remember mark if it's old, new, or good. So always remember DONG. Keep that in your head. And then we have BDSM, Big Dank Super Marker. You always want to use a big, dank, super marker when you're grading. It has to be all 4 of these things. Don't forget those when you're trying to grade yourself. Alright, I'm going to run through the grading process with this Combusticon card that I would like to grade today. Alright, I'm going to run you through the grading process with this Combusticon card that I would like to grade today. This card I haven't graded yet, but I'll show you how I go through the process and what I look for. So obviously this card is in absolute perfect condition, nothing wrong with it. And I only look at the front side of the card when I'm grading the front. So as you can see, don't even have to look close, you can just tell it's in perfect condition. So we take our BDSM and we take our card and we just have to mark the grade. So obviously this card, since it's in perfect condition, would be a big old 10 out of 10. And we would say that's in new. It's in new condition. So there you can see the front graded, 10 out of 10 new condition. After we grade the front, then we'll flip it over around to the back. Take a look at the back. So you can see a few marks here, but that shouldn't affect the condition. The back here is also 10 out of 10. It doesn't matter if there's a few marks, no one looks at the back. If you're going to display it, you're only looking at the front, so that's a 10 out of 10. This card's basically like, it's 20 out of 20. So we got a 10 out of 10 on the front, 10 out of 10 on the back, like new. That card's all graded, and I'll show you the process to seal it away. Alright, now that we have the card all graded and completed, I'm going to show you how we seal away the card. That's a very important step. After you grade it, you want to ensure that the graded condition is the condition it stays in. So we need to seal this card away. We get a very classy little holder here. Really classes up the cards. Slide it right in. Just tap it. Hit it in like that. Get it all in. Then we get from over here, we grab some tape and put it over the top. Completely sealed. Nothing can get to this card now. It's 10 out of 10, perfect card. all graded and ready to sell or display. I'll show you it displayed on my shelf here. So here's the card graded, displayed on the shelf. Really looks good there. Artwork on that card is just fantastic. Let's take a step back. Just looks great up there on the shelf. So I suggest to anyone who's thinking about getting cards graded, just do it yourself, you know. It saves you money, it takes less time, and I think you get a better result. So thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you grade your own cards.